evening and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Aston Villa Leisure Centre here in Birmingham. The setting for the first ever K1 event in the UK to find the King of Kings. Tonight's tournament is entitled Battle of Britain. So now let us meet the warriors prepared to do battle in the ring to be the king. Firstly, welcome from Bedford, Matt Skelton.
The 8 warriors now in the ring. A mean-looking bunch as well. They're ready to rumble.
So, ladies and gentlemen, at this point, please welcome the reigning K1 Grand Prix champion, Ernesto Hoost.
The main man into the ring, Ernesto Hoost, the Dutchman who's the undisputed world #1 K1 heavyweight champion, known as Mr. Perfect. He is the business. The top man, and you can see just looking at the boxers tonight, the fighters tonight, the respect they have for this man, one of the biggest names in the history of the sport. And he'll say a few words now.
Good evening, everybody. Thank you for coming. I think these 8 great fighters will give us a very good show tonight. And after that, they will go to Japan, the winner, of course. And maybe they will fight me for the championship. We'll see.
Ernesto Hoost, the main man. The winner tonight goes to Japan. That's part of the incentive to win tonight, is a trip to Japan, where this sport attracts multi-thousands of people. And if they ever got in the ring with Ernesto Hoost, that would be some contest. He is without doubt, as I said, the undisputed #1 K1 man. The Warriors leave the ring as we await the first fight tonight, which will be between Matt Skelton and Gary Turner.
And so, ladies and gentlemen, before we have the first eliminator of the evening, performing a musical freestyle kata, please welcome the World Form Champion, Miss Chloe Bruce.
What about that? Unbelievable quality. The world freeform champion, Chloe Bruce. Absolutely fantastic. And boy, that takes a lot of fitness and stamina. Chloe Bruce, that's got us in the mood for this K1 bill, this top quality K1 bill, and the big crowd here at the Aston Villa Leisure Centre can't wait for the first bout to start. The first round eliminator, three-minute rounds, K1 rules, Matt Skelton against Gary Turner. Here's the announcer.
Tonight's eliminators. Firstly, introducing the officials for this evening, we have John Blackledge, Stephen Hart, Neil Orchid, and Cecil Rose. Can we have a round of applause, please, for the officials this evening? And so, to begin, the question is, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready to rumble? Then let's begin the action within the ring. Firstly, fighting out of that red corner from Bedford, please welcome Matt Skelton. So ladies and gentlemen, welcome Matt Skelton to the ring. And his opponent fighting out the blue corner from Farnborough, please welcome Gary Turner. So then, gentlemen, it's time to get ready for this, the heavyweight first eliminator of the evening. This to be contested over three minute rounds at the K1 rules. Introducing to you the Warriors once again. Firstly, fighting out of that red corner from Bedford, he brings to the ring a fighting record of 44 fights, 40 wins, 4 losses, 29 by way of KO. He is the IAMTF World Amateur Heavyweight Champion. Welcome, Matt Skelton! Fighting out of the blue corner from Farnborough, he brings to the ring a fighting record of 12 fights, 10 wins, 1 loss, 1 draw, 2 by way of KO. He is the Waco Pro European Heavyweight Champion, Gary Turner. Ladies and gentlemen, stand by for action within the ring.
The referee, John Blackledge, just checks the gloves of both fighters. With me here, ringside, is 3 times British champion Dean Twist. And Dean, this really is going to be an explosive night. I mean, there is no hiding place.
No, Tom, not 3 minutes. They've got a lot to go for, and there'll be non-stop action.
Can Gary Turner really have much of a chance conceding 25 kilos?
Tom, they're still big guys, so everybody's got a chance, but he is giving a lot of weight away and a lot of experience to Matt Skelton. A
lot of people fancy Matt Skelton to be the winner of the tournament. He's got that sort of reputation.
He has, Tom. He's a very good fighter.
What's his strengths, Dean?
Very good low kicker, Tom, and he can punch really hard, and at that weight, it only takes 1.
History in the making. The very first ever round of K1 in Britain kicks off now at the Aston Villa Leisure Centre. And straight away, Gary Turner trying to get in close, but good work from Skelton, using the knees, being the aggressor. But the referee will make sure that there's no holding on, Dean. There's no room to hide. You can't hold on and get a breath back or anything.
No, Tom. As long as he's kneeing and working, the referee will let him hold on. As soon as he stops working, Tom, he'll break.
I have to say, Matt Skelton looks like if he's going to go 3 fights, he wants to end this one quickly.
He does, Tom. If Gary's got a lot about him, he can move around the ring. Matt will tire himself out.
When you concede 25 kilos and reach, I think you've got to get in close, haven't you?
Definitely, definitely.
Again, he tries to position him, Skelton, to get that knee and works the low leg.
Knees to the thigh there, Tom.
Inside the thigh there, and once that starts to go, you're in trouble.
Oh, they're very, very painful. They'll wear a fighter down in no time.
Yeah, and there you are, the referee not allowing the holding on. Explosive action from start to finish. That's what K1 promises. He was tagged there, Turner. And again, just a little bit too long for the referee, John Blackledge, so he parts them. To be fair, Gary Turner's got through a couple of times, but he hasn't really had an effect on Skelton.
No, Matt Skelton's such a big lad, and he's got a good defence, and he's holding on to Gary. Good head kick there, Tom.
Good head kick. But he didn't follow it up, he sort of backed away from it. Did he hurt himself, do you think?
No, there's no damage done to Matt Skelton at all. He walked through that kick.
Oh, he's tagged him again. Skelton coming forward. That's a push, I think, isn't it?
It is a push, Tom.
Yeah, no count.
I think this pace is a bit fast for Matt.
Oh, he's tagged him no well there. Yes, I suppose, to be fair, if it carries on like this, the big guys are going to struggle, aren't they?
Yes, they are at this weight. Matt's definitely the aggressor at the moment, taking the fight to Gary.
And he's trying to get to the legs. He's trying to slow him down.
That was a good leg kick then, Tom.
Excellent. And Skelton again gets in, but there's no leg kick, so he'll break him. Absolutely. And that's what's good about K1. That's what makes this the ultimate sport, is the pace and speed and the aggression. That's what it's all about, isn't it? Aggression. They want aggression and knockouts.
That's it, Tom. That's what they're looking for. And Matt's working really hard with those knees to the thighs, and they're
you saw then a little clip.
He
tried to get his foot behind Skelton and get him down a little bit, because he's a judo expert as well, Gary Turner. You saw a little tip of it there.
That's right.
It's a blinding pace, though, Dean.
It's a very fast pace, Tom. I don't think they'll keep that pace for 3
they're both breathing
rounds.
Out of their backsides at the moment, to be perfectly honest.
Yes, they are. And they've got to realise they've got another 3 rounds if they get through.
It's already slowed down from the original pace. And Gary Turner there, I think, to be fair, I think Matt Skelton won the round.
I gave that to Matt, Tom.
Without a doubt. And what will Gary's corner be saying to him now, Gary Turner's corner? What will they be saying?
They'll be asking him to move around, try and fight Matt from a bit of a distance now, Tom. If Matt catches hold of him, he's causing a lot of damage with those knees to the thighs. If the shorts was a bit higher, you'd see his legs are really red.
He's listening intently. He's quite focused, though, isn't he? And when we saw them all lining up, being introduced, he was the one smiling. None of them were smiling, but I think he just enjoys the sport, doesn't he? He loves to be involved.
I think he's enjoying it, Tom, and you know that's half the battle. He's a good fighter. He's a skilled fighter. He's up against the big lads. He should know what he's doing now, and his corner will be asking him to move around.
Has he got to keep the pace up, though? Because if he keeps the pace going, then you'll feel Matt might begin to struggle.
Yeah, if he needs to go at Matt a bit and move
around. Which is why Matt's trying to get in and keep from, running around the ring. He wants to get in close and work the legs, but not have to use all his energy.
That's right, Tom.
That's what he's doing. Second round underway. Explosive first round as well. I suppose, Dean, we're so used to seeing fighters testing each other out. There's none of that in this, is it? It's right from the off.
Right away, straight from the beginning.
Oh,
some good body shots there, Tom.
Great body shots.
If Matt was to just finish those body shots with a leg kick even, Tom, I think the fight would end.
It's almost regular boxing, isn't it? He's trying to get him to drop his hands and then tag him, which he's just done.
He's a very tough lad, though, Gary.
Well, to be fair, you don't get in the ring at this level if you're not there.
That's right. There you go again.
And again, yes, straight through. Is it fair, though, Dean? You can't fight at this level if you're not in good nick, can you?
No, definitely. You need to be 100%, Tom.
They always say the ring is the biggest lie detector test in the world.
That's right. But again, the big guys could be fit, Tom, and still blow themselves out at this pace.
A lot of weight to carry around.
Yes.
I was going to say we haven't seen so much in this second round of the work in the legs, but he started again now.
He started, yeah. I think Tom will switch it from the legs and he'll finish him with a punch.
Yeah. He looks very tired, Gary Turner, to me, I have to say.
Yeah, it's taking its toll now, Tom.
Because once you keep getting hit... Oh, look at his eye. His eyes come up dreadfully. His right eye. Gary Turner's struggling. See? At the right.
Yeah, he's fine.
Yeah, the knees again.
Matt Skelton knows his plan. He's working on the legs.
And he's working to his game plan, and that's the way it's going to be.
That's right. He's working on the legs. He knows the legs are going to go. And just think, Tom, if Gary did happen to get through, the next fight after this...
How do you fight when you've been punished like this?
It's really hard, Tom.
But there's not work again, good leg kick. There's not the spring in Gary Turner's step as we saw at the start.
No,
because the legs are just beginning to wobble a little bit now.
I think he hasn't really got a defence against the leg kicks. He's not bringing his knee up to try and block any of them. I think Matt will be looking at the legs again in a minute.
We hear the shouts from the corner and from the ringside to step it up. It's a lot easier to step it up from outside the ring, isn't it, to be perfectly honest?
That's right, Tom, yes, definitely.
John Blackledge separates them again. Let's go. Oh, it comes through. Good front kick.
Good kick.
But again, Skelton, the man coming forward all the time and working the legs.
Those kicks are hurting him a lot, Tom.
Yes.
Ooh, knee to the head there.
To the head, which is allowed in K1. And that's the first one we've seen.
That's the first one.
Another good round, though. It's good stuff, isn't it?
Good round.
Excellent
Again,
stuff.
I would score Matt Skelton that round.
Matt Skelton. So I think if Gary Turner's going to get through, he's got to stop him, hasn't he?
He has.
He's got to stop him. But just looking at Gary Turner again, just looking there, he's got a real problem with that face. The eyes, the right smack. But to be fair, he'll be more worried about his legs, I would imagine.
Definitely. I don't think the eye is going to bother him too much, Tom. There's a bit of swelling.
Wouldn't they be working on the legs with ice?
They should, Tom. The corner should know what they're doing, but they're not working on his legs at all.
A little look at Matt Skelton. I have to say, he looks quite comfortable, doesn't he? He's breathing heavy, but he looks quite comfortable.
He looks relaxed, yeah, definitely.
One question, though, if he gets through as we expect him to, how long will he take to recover for the next fight? Because that's the problem, surely.
I think Tommy will recover. His recovery rate, they've trained fast 3-minute rounds in the gym, and you'll find he will recover.
Final round. They touch gloves. We have Matt Skelton ahead in the red corner. And I think Gary's been told, look, you've got to do something special to get through, so he's coming out.
Gary's got to move around, Tom. This is where the damage is being done.
Because he's standing there and allowing the kicks to come and the punches.
Matt's such a big guy. He's just holding him and kneeing him.
Oh, he's caught him again.
Leg kick now, I think. We'll see now.
See, it was begging for a kick then to the legs, wasn't it? He'd got him reeling a bit then, but didn't work the legs.
Yeah, I think Matt should be switching. Gary's just burning his energy trying to throw Matt over.
But I would imagine Matt knows he's through, and there's a little bit of, he's got to think about the next fight as well, hasn't he?
Definitely. But at this weight, Tom, it's a dangerous game, and anything can happen with one punch or one kick.
Could Gary Turner knock him out? Could he knock the big guy out, do you think? It's going to be difficult, I would have thought.
I don't think
25
he could
kilos
now.
now.
I think he's too tired now, and his legs have
exactly
gone past
good
that
front
point.
kick. Oh, he's kicked that. Oh.
He's still smiling, Tom.
I know, he's a lovely fella, Gary Turner. One of the sport's real nice guys. And I think one thing we see in this sport is they're honest guys, aren't they? They give everything they can.
Oh, yeah. I've got to take my hat off to Matt Skelton for the weight he is. He's done extremely well, Tom. He's kept his pace going.
And if you've never done 3-minute rounds, it really is demanding.
3-minute rounds is a killer.
And 3-minute rounds when you can't take a breather, that really is a problem.
That's right.
Again with the knee.
Again with the knee.
He's certainly been the better with the knee, hasn't he, in the legs?
Yeah, Matt Skelton. Yeah, he's been the aggressor throughout the fight.
And again, good work.
Good leg kick.
And he gets through with an uppercut. He's hanging on, Gary, I think.
He's not even trying to defend the leg kicks, Tom.
He's trying to knock him out. He's trying to hit that one haymaker that'll swing the fight his way, but I think he's struggling. Oh, another good shot. And again, and the legs. And again underneath.
He's took some vicious leg kicks on that left leg.
Absolutely. But look how game he is, Gary Turner. Back he comes. Again, he stops him. No holding on. One action all the way, says referee John Blackledge. In line with the rules of K1. Oh, good leg kick. Excellent. He'd be lucky to stay. If the bell doesn't save him, he could go. And the knee. He's trying to...
He needs to get out of there, Tom.
He does. But I think, to be fair, he's not too sure exactly where he is.
That's it.
Lovely. Look at the smile on his face. He's give his all, he's give his best. But I have a feeling, Dean, it ain't good enough.
No. He's a big guy, Matt Skelton. 44 fights, Tom.
25 kilos, a lot to give away, isn't it?
Oh, a lot, yeah. 44 fights, Tom. 40 wins. Matt
Says
Skelton.
which is why he's favourite for this title tonight.
We've just got to see his recovery rate now and see what he gets
Look
in
at
the
that,
next
great.
round.
The one thing about this sport is the camaraderie and sportsmanship. Second to none. Mutual respect for the warriors.
Yeah,
wonderful.
Definitely.
And we await the official verdict, but I can't see anything other than Matt Skelton getting a unanimous.
Unanimous. I've scored him unanimous myself.
Can we have the finest in the center of the ring, please? Ladies and gentlemen, before I read out the announcements, can we have a round of applause, please, for the Warriors in the ring? So, here are the scores as follows. Judge A scores the bout 30-27. Judge B scores the bout 30-27. Judge C scores the bout 30-27. A unanimous decision in favor of the red corner, Matt Skelton. Takes the first eliminator of the evening.
Matt Skelton goes through to the semi-finals, and he will meet either Mark Russell or Sean Johnson, who are next up on this K1 bill at the Aston Villa Leisure Centre.